All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's edition of NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode episode for you guys here this evening on a nice little Friday. Racing at Talladega for our first race of the live stream today. Of course, last time we were at Talladega, we got our first career win in the fall race in season 2. Now time for the spring race in season 3. If you watched the start of the stream yesterday and you realized, man, this guy still sucks at this game, you turned away a little too soon because Bristol, we ended up finishing 8th place, 12th place at Texas, had top 10 speed. Unfortunately, we had contact at the beginning of the race with Ward Burton battling for a position inside the top 15. But the speed we showed pretty much the whole race indicated that we could have finished top 10 and ran there most of the day. So we're going to try to go for another top 12 finish here at Talladega, maybe go for another win. Engine power not looking great. I qualified 40th, unfortunately. I knew that was going to be a struggle for the next two races. We're still down on engine power. We had the engine power up for Bristol and Texas, but it's down to a 58 overall for Talladega. So drafting at a 63, which I would like to think can help. I think when we won Dega last season, our drafting was like a 57 or 58, so it's a little bit better. And the engine power pretty much about the same as what it was for Dega last season. If not, it might have been a little bit worse. Actually, I think it was a little bit, or it was a 58, and we ended up getting a win. But we definitely got a couple cautions that were lucky, to say the least. But it is Talladega. Cautions could be inevitable. Let's get into this one. Without further ado, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I think we're going to have a good set of races here today. These first two races, we're going to be down on engine power, but we're going to get the new engine build ready for Auto Club, and then we were going to have another engine that will be overhauled just two races after that. So we shouldn't have to worry about having engine power in the 50s anymore once we get through Talladega and Martinsville. And luckily, Martinsville's the shortest track on the circuit, so it shouldn't bang us too hard there. Wade Selinsky, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. I know my Packers. They got their butts whooped. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Detroit Lions are a good football team. If I had to predict who was going to win going into last night's game, I'd said the Lions during yesterday's stream. But I definitely thought it'd be more of a toss-up than what it ended up being. It was pretty one-sided. Packers tried to make some noise in the third quarter, but just couldn't stop them defensively. They had a couple series where they were able to, but nothing consecutively enough to give Green Bay a real good shot. All right. Time to go racing. So Talladega, Martinsville, we're going to be down on engine power, but everything else is going to be good to go. And after we get through these two races, should be good to go. We got a new sponsorship. We don't have Payday as a sponsor at the end of last night's stream. They cut ties with us. We did not have to run the last two races with that sponsorship. If I finish in the top 20, I'm going to get my sponsorship goal, so I won't have to worry about averaging the top 30 finish and starting position. Which starting position I think would still be below 30th, though average finish I think it's like a 20 something after the last two races. Just getting off work, just going into work, leaving at 35. I actually don't work Friday, so that's why we're a little bit earlier today. Ricky Rudd with another top 10 starting position. All right, we just got to hope that we can stay in the draft. I don't expect a win. I mean, it's not impossible, considering we won Talladega last season. We should be a little bit better than what we were at Daytona. Got some fast cars right behind us. Elliott Sadler, Jimmy Johnson. Just got to stay in the draft. The race on your phone tomorrow. Yeah, Talladega should be a good one this weekend. We got Dega on career mode for NASCAR Thunder 04. We've got Dega in real life tomorrow. big run getting into turn 3. Caught a little bit too much of the apron. I can stay with these guys from a drafting aspect here. I was committed to trying to make that pass on Brett Bodine, and I was able to do it. And it doesn't look like Casey Mears is going to pull away from us. Might have spoke too soon. He might be pulling away from us. This is where the 58 engine power really bites us. Yeah, I had way too much of the apron. I was so committed to trying to make that pass, and it ended up biting me. Well, Casey Mears pulled us. We might be able to catch Stanton Barrett still. We haven't completely lost the draft of these guys. Yeah, we're still hanging in there, which is better than what we were at Daytona in the 500. Here's a run. Carried the momentum. Right behind Casey Mears again. A nice little pass on Stanton Barrett. I mean, I was like 42nd, 43rd up until the first pit stops at Daytona. We still finished 18th, so we should finish top 20 to get the sponsorship goal at the very least. And honestly, if we get 3 straight top 12 finishes, that's got to be a career high, I would imagine. 58 engine power. We're making passes on the racetrack right now. We got 3 wide right in front of us. A little bit of content. No, that was not good. That was not good. We got around them, but they made contact right in front of us. I had nowhere to go. Oh, man, that stinks. Now we're going to lose a lot of time. We were doing so good for ourselves for so long, and then that happened. Now Casey Mears is mad at me. Mickey sucks Friday game ever. Yeah, just one more series left. 3 games left for Miguel Cabrera. I mean, I need to like Casey Mears in front of me. The problem is, I don't think he's going to do it. This hurts. I don't know how mad he is. I mean, I hit him pretty hard. Unintentionally again. I'm scared that he's going to try to pass me. And in the process of him trying to pass me, he's going to wreck me, which is going to cost us, excuse me, even more time. Losing a lot of time here. I think they had a checkup of some sort because we're closing in on some of these guys. They might have made more contact. There we go. We don't need Casey Mears passing us. Little drafting help here. Big head of steam. Let's go. We're making passes. Quite a ways off the lead pack, but Bobby Labonte is back here. Kurt Busch is back here. Up to 28th. Started 40th. Haven't made our pit stop yet. Gonna have cars pitting this time more than likely. A lot of cars on pit road right now. So we made it to about, what, 26th-ish? Leading up into pit stops. Whoa, Hermie. Gonna pit this time. I think. If all 3 cars in front of me pit this time, then I'm definitely pitting this time. Yeah, I'm definitely pitting this time. Don't speed. Right into the back of Jeremy Mayfield, trying not to speed. Alright, so right side tires only, not going to repair any damage. Top off on fuel. Alright. A lot of damage in the nose of the car. Hitting Jeremy Mayfield, hitting Casey Mears hard. Right sides only. Clean stop, 11.8. Wasn't too slow pulling out of the box. Could have been a little faster, but it wasn't terrible. We're in the top 10. Wow, I didn't think we were going to cycle up that far through the field already. I thought interval-wise we were a little too far behind. We're going to be in the top 5. Get by Dale Jr., Ricky Craven here. How about that? Yeah, we're inside the top 5 at Talladega, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't over. You're going to go back-to-back at Dega. Pull up my inner Dale Jr. Try to win 4 in a row. Yeah, I saw the club announcing his management roles, the Tigers organization. I figured there'd be a place for him, at least until his contract came to an end, at the very least. Just another, 2 more years, I think, after this year. Bad news is, by the time I got up to speed, there's nobody around me. Still caution free. Try to get her second top 10 of the season. Rusty Wallace. All right, get in line right in front of Ricky Craven, right behind Rusty Wallace. Go to the bottom, Rusty. Really wanted him to go to the bottom there. He wasn't going to go. Probably going to pull a little bit too far ahead of me now. Go with Dale Jr. I don't care who I go with. I just want to go with somebody. Go to the bottom, Dale. We know Dale Jr. is going to be quick at Talladega. Problem is, he's right behind Rusty. They're going to tandem away from me more than likely. These are just a little too quick. Just got to hang on with some of these guys. At least until we pit. Lap 12. Got to make it to lap 12. Which is only 2 more laps after this. Not sure how far off the race lead we are exactly. Not drafting away, but we're hanging with them. That's all that matters right now. Keep getting runs on Michael Waltrip. Gonna get underneath him again. I'm definitely not gonna be able to pass him. Don't take me 3. Hang on, Mikey. Don't pull me yet. I don't like that he run the outside there. Just another spot. Joe Nemechek's pitting that time. I can't pit yet. Next time by, I'll pit. Got to run 1 more lap. We need this race to stay green today. We're trying to prove to ourselves we can win at Dega without a caution. Or 2. You know, I might be able to get away with going fuel only. Probably gonna go left sides. Left sides only, just to be safe. Gotta push it. Gotta push it, but can't speed. Perfect. That was even better than the pit road entry before that. Come on, guys. Left sides only, quick stop. It's going to be a cleaner pit road entry than the last one. Come on. Come on. All right, drop the jack and go. Clean stop. 11.6, 11.6. Oh, no. There goes some of the leaders. Oh, we've got to get up to speed. Are we going to be able to catch them is going to be the question. Or did they get off of pit road just quick enough? We're up on the banking earlier, so that'll help. It's going to be close, guys. It was Ryan Newman and who? Tony Stewart? Oh, this is so close. Getting a draft off of him. Newman's blocking. Ryan Newman was blocking. All right, well, we're with Tony Stewart. Past Newman, stayed in the draft with him. Hopefully, he can continue to stay in the draft with him. That's going to be the next question. Still got cars coming out of the pits. Come on, Newman. Stay with me, Newman. Stay with me. Stay with me, Newman. Somebody blowing an engine. Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon in the lead. We're in contention. Tony Stewart. He's going for it. I'm going for it. Leaning. Oh, I just knocked Stewart into the wall. It was dirty. It was dirty. But I wanted to get to the lead as soon as possible. We are out in front at Talladega. I may have knocked Tony Stewart into the wall, but damn it, we need to win another one. 2 seasons in a row? Come on. We got Newman right behind us. I just knocked Tony. Sorry for any Tony Stewart fans watching this. We're trying to go for our second career win. They're going to catch us before the end of the race. There's no doubt. I only have a 58 engine power. Come on. My heart's racing right now. My heart is absolutely racing. We definitely know Newman's faster than us. Good thing he doesn't have any drafting help. For now, though, I mean, we still have 3 laps. I mean, that's over 6 miles of racing. Oh, man, that's about almost 8 miles. Jeez. 2.66. Group of 2 coming. Mirror driving now. Go next. Thanks for tuning in. Also, thanks for anybody who has been watching this first race of the stream tonight. Trying to start off with a bang. I did take lefts only, so my right side tires are definitely older than theirs. 2 to go, this time by 2 long laps at Talladega. Jeff Gordon is coming. I'm sure Tony Stewart's going to be back in contention. He's going to hate my guts. And we are kind of pulling away from Ryan Newman in the tri-oval, which I do not like, because that means he's going to get an even bigger run on me when he does. Dale Jarrett's up there with Jeff Gordon. Oh, Jarrett going to try to pass them both. He's getting a draft off of me. Oh, yeah, here they come. Here they come. They've got a bigger run. They've got numbers. They've got numbers. Corey Freed. Thank you for tuning in. I gotta stop looking at the chat now. This is too important in the race. Dale Jr. is in contention. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Can we win at Talladega? A lot more stress this time around than what we had last time. Last time we were just kind of in second, coasting it, hoping we could make it on fuel. But now we got a block for our lives on old right side tires. White flag at the line. 1 to go. Trying to lead the last 4 laps of the race. Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't know. Oh, big block, big block. We're okay, we're okay. It's clean. It's clean. One more corner. Come on. Man, Jared's got to run. Block Gordon. Come on. How wide's Jared going to go? It's a wide track. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. We're clear. We're clear. Back to the bottom. Let's freaking go. 2 in a row, Talladega, baby. Let's do this. Let's freaking go. Yes. Career win number 2. Dramatic fashion at Talladega again. This time it wasn't a last lap pass. We had to hang on. I knocked Tony Stewart into the wall. It was a dirty move. But we did it. Let's freaking go. And Tony Stewart's he's gonna be trying to throw punches in victory lane. I don't even know where he finished. It was more than a side draft. I blew my engine. I just blew my engine in the victory celebration. Let's freaking go. Might ran out of gas, actually. I don't know. Could have been gas I ran out of. Victory celebration. Let's go! Our first win with a Ford. First win in the 199. Because we won with Payday as our sponsor. The 21 Chevy. Our first win with Ford. Let's go. Let's go. Payday left at the wrong time. Right time for me, because I wouldn't have got my sponsorship goal. And instead I did, because it was obviously a top 20. Let's go. We did Tony Stewart dirty, but we won. Oh, we've won both Talladega trophies now. I'd like to win at a track that's not Talladega, but yeah, look at that influx of money. Almost 500,000. And now we go to Martinsville. Let's go. I didn't see Tony Stewart, so that's good. They'll be hating our guts that we took a win away from them. It shows how bad I want to win in this Cup Series on this career mode, and we did it. I was committed. I don't know if we were going to clear Tony Stewart cleanly, honestly. So that's why I did what I did. I didn't think I could pass him cleanly. We had a run, but nobody went with me. And we got lucky we were able to hold him off to the finish, too. One more race. Get that new engine. We'll have a 57 at Martinsville on the engine side of things. So now we can get a new chassis. Let's go 9 race build on the chassis. And we'll also go we'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait a race to do anything there. 2 weeks from tomorrow, home opener. I have no clue what the NASCAR times are. What weekend would that be? Vegas? Yeah, I have no clue. No trucks are off. All right, career win number 2. That's a great way to start the stream. Couldn't get any better. Headed to Martinsville. Where does that put us in points? That's 3 straight top 12s. 24th. We're climbing. We were 36 3 races ago. Now we're up to 24th. With an 8th, 12th, and a 1st. Good to be here. Good to be here. How many points? We're like almost 600 points out of first already. Ryan Newman, who finished second in that race, is the points leader. Way to go, Ryan Newman. Rusty Wallace, third in points right now through the first 8 races. Let's have our first multi-win season of our career. Who knows? Maybe we get it done. All right, Martinsville. Not quite going to take my absolute best stuff here. We're still going to have, obviously, some decent equipment. Save our best stuff for the other races to come. Tons of time after the Vegas race. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were racing afternoon on that Saturday or night. All right, on to Martinsville, qualifying. I'm going to cheat qualifying. I'm telling you guys that right now. We will cheat the heck out of qualifying. That did not work at all. Can I restart? That did not work at all. I feel so stupid. Can you believe I won the last race? I was trying to wall ride. I came way too far off the wall. Way too far off the wall. This is what I was supposed to do. That wasn't perfect either. That's what I was supposed to do. I just wrecked out in qualifying. All right, let's not do that in the race. Oh, no. 31st. Hopefully it doesn't send us to the rear in the backup car. That would be highly disappointing. That was bad. That was extraordinarily bad. Yeah, I hope so. Finished 8th at Bristol. It's going to be a little tougher starting this deep in the field. I did start 28th at Bristol, though, so I mean, even if I ran a clean lap, I probably could have gotten top 20. Tony Stewart starting 40th. He's behind me, and he hates my guts. All right. I asked for it, though. I think it was worth the win at Talladega. Got to finish top 20 at the very least to get our sponsorship bonus in this race. We know the drill. We need to stay out as long as we can and hope for a caution. Stay out as long as we can, hope for a caution. We need to stay on the lead lap, obviously, as well. I think we can do it. Rocket Man Ryan Newman on the pole. Newman is the points leader. Be interesting to see Ryan Newman win his first championship on this season. Even if we get like red hot, no way we're winning the championship. I could see us winning a handful of races this year, though, honestly. Having one win already in the first 8 races, it took me like 28 races to get a win last year. The reason why we can't get the Talladega sweep. Hopefully Sonoma goes better for us. Maybe we'll steal a win somewhere else. All right. I'm gonna log. I got a great launch up to start there. Oh boy, using those guys up a little bit. Jump 5 spots off the start. Sadly got ran into from behind there. He's got to settle in. We're going to be good in the corners. He's got to stay on the lead lap and hope for a caution at some point. Surprised I wasn't able to clear the 171. Now we've got it cleared. All right, drive away from him. There are much faster cars than us further back in the field. They just got to make their way through. Obviously, Tony Stewart being one of them. I was going to say, I left way too much of the bottom open there. Sadler's trying to move me. He did move me, actually. He didn't just try, he succeeded. We also got to remember, whatever happens, we need to stay in this race to the very end. So for damage purposes, you can use some bump and runs here and there, but don't want to tear it up too bad. I was going to say, I thought that was Dale Jr. right with us. Dale Jr. catching us, not really napping. I mean, the car's got 57 engine power. Of course, it's going to pull us off the corner. 171 car. That guy is going to get hot with me at some point here. I keep making contact with him. He's got to settle in. They're 2x2 behind me quite a ways back. I think that's why I haven't been under super heavy pressure. They're too busy battling each other. I chopped him off again. Well, there's a caution. I didn't touch him. I never touched him. He did that to himself. I don't know if he was trying to get back at me or what happened there. I never touched him. So we got a caution. But it's a little too early. Don't think we're going to see anybody pit. This is going to allow us to stay on the lead lap. So we're going to stay out. A bunch of the field back together. I don't know if that's good or bad for us. But yeah, the caution was a little too early. Wasn't willing to give up track position. I did not like restarting in the middle of the corner there. Oh my! I wrecked Kyle Petty. Why did he check up as soon as he did? Can anybody tell me why he... Look out. Absolutely destroyed his race car. Oh, jeez. Pop by Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett doing back there. Well, caused that one. I was not expecting them to come to a stop in the middle of the, not really the middle of the straightaway. It was like 2/3 of the way down the front stretch. Still don't think we're in fuel range. I can't pit for fuel or tires with that yellow because I caused that one, unfortunately. All right. Well, that sucks. Only have 0.8 of a second of damage somehow. You would think I'd have more. Billy Kramer, thank you for tuning in. Like how he comes off the wall at the fuel can, he's like, nope. Just turn around. Like how the damage also kind of fixes itself. All right, well, 2 cautions at Martinsville. One was my fault, but the first one was not my fault. We probably wouldn't have had the my fault caution if we didn't have the caution before that. Well, I'm expecting them to check up big time here. I can't get going in the middle of the corner on the restart, though. It's too far back. And see, now my car's got so much damage that it's just way tighter, too. So now I can't get it to turn at all. It's going to be a lot harder to finish top 20 now. Keep up with them, but that's about it. I was doing fine mid-pack. That's gonna end our string of good finishes. I didn't realize the 171 car DNF from his accident too. Just now. Completely blew that corner. See, the problem with being at the back of the pack right now, plus a single file restart, is we are in danger going a lap down here pretty soon. Remember, it was Kurt Busch last season who hit the tire barrels. Still at least a decent way ahead of the leader. Got some lap cars on fresher tires before the leaders would even get to me anyway. Up inside the top 10. Oh, that was not good at all. Sorry, Jimmy. I don't want to hit him. Stuck on the outside there. Yeah, we didn't get the caution, unfortunately. Well, I ruined the race by accidentally wrecking Kyle Petty on the restart. That sucks. XX Larry, thanks for tuning in. Martinsville, question mark? Well, we did just run Talladega. We won Dega right before this, so that's what the video title is, obviously. Stayed out hoping to get a caution. Didn't get it. Just came a little early this race. Yep. We got problems on pit road. I mean, I'm not going to get a good finish anyway. Just got to hope I don't really lose too much money in this race. We're going to get our new engine for California in the next race. And I didn't use my best chassis and my best body for this one. Saving that for California, too. It all started when I could have qualified a little bit better. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Sucks to have that momentum, get up to 24th in points, and have a terrible run following the win at Dega. On the track, I finished 8th at last season. And I finished 8th in Bristol earlier this year, too. So, definitely didn't expect this to happen. I like how where I ended up out of traffic, there's a ton of cars behind me, but absolutely nobody in front of me. Contact there with Jeff Burton. Oh, that was him that time. He turned down into me that time. See, if we get a caution now. Oh, the 171's not out. He went a lap down then. That's what it was. Thought I was going to end up in the barrels there for a minute. Definitely not going to be catching anybody in the running order. Mirror driving. Ah. kind of stinks. It's going to tire a worst finish of the season. We had speed to definitely finish top 30. But we're not going to have another race with engine power this slow ever again. So that's a plus. Come back to Martinsville later in the season with engine power. We'll see what we can do with that. We have a lot of room there for Bobby Labonte. Oof. It's going to be the first time I finished a lap down in a handful of races, too. Tony hit me there. I mean, he had every right to hit me after I put him in the wall late at Talladega for the win, so I get it. He just cannot get it alongside of me on the outside, but he just can't clear me. Didn't cost him any positions, at least. Looks like he'll hold on to his spot he's in right now. All right, well, 42nd for us. Could have been worse. Newman gets the dub. What happened to the 30? He was blowing fire at the end of that race. We didn't lose money. We actually gained still about 90,000, and that is because I at least get paid on race-by-race basis from these sponsors. I did get the associate sponsor too, which I can't remember what it was. I think it was top 20 in earnings, or no, top 25 in earnings, and I was 18th in earnings, and that was before I won at Dega. So yeah, it should be easily top 25 in earnings still. So at least that's guaranteed money we can count on, so we don't have to lose money in many races if we have a bad run like this, like we did. All right, into the garage we go. Still got 8 races on the chassis build. We've got, we can get a new engine build here. Go 9 race build on the engine. We have another one overhauled in 2 races. 69 engine power for Fontana. That'll be fun. And we'll have to wait on the grip to be overhauled because I've got the engine building. That's fine. Should have quite a bit of downforce, 66. Let's refresh ourselves. Yeah, top 20 finish. Oh, I don't have a secondary sponsor. Did I not sign one? I must not have signed one. I meant to do the Aaron's qualified top 20. The good news is I didn't qualify top 20 anyway. These are average starts, so yeah, we're gonna have to go with qualified top 20. I'm a little confused there why that didn't take place. Let me. My bad. I must not have signed a secondary sponsor. Whoops. It didn't cost me anything because I didn't qualify top 20 in the first 2 races. I could have at Martinsville, but I didn't. Find our name on here somewhere. Alphabetical order. Average start 33rd. Average finish 27.2. At least we got 2 top 10s. First 9 races of the season. I don't know how Auto Club's going to go. That'll be interesting. Oh, don't forget to sign the sponsor this time, dummy. We're going to have the most engine power I've ever had in this career mode, so it'd be nice to try to do something with it. We're not going to get that average start up, I don't think, so let's go qualify top 20. Participate in the race to get paid. Did I not have that either? Well, we've got it now. Happiness is at 50. Maybe they got rid of me because the happiness is too low. Oh. Oh well. Go cry about it then. We'll have to start checking the sponsorship every race at this point then. Make sure that stuff stays on there. We're getting a strong engine. 68 overall race car. Haven't had one that high yet. So this is going to be our best overall car. Fontana. That 69 engine power is going to be great on these long straightaways. It's going to come in handy. Hopefully we've got the grip level to help us out a bit as well. I'll drop the wedge back again after practice, depending on how I do here. Let's get a practice session going first. A lot of grip. Probably push a little bit harder getting into the corner too. .188 at the line. 196 going into turn 1. It sticks too. Wow. So you got to remember, though, I'm going to enter the corner a little bit faster in the draft. So I'll have to be prepared for it to maybe push a little bit more. But in clean air, for qualifying purposes, it definitely grips. Let's see exactly how late I can break into the corner. How late I can break into the corner and still get away with it. Feels good. Honestly, scared to take any more wedge out of it. That'd be too loose. Yeah, see, doing that, trying to get back to the gas as soon as I can, that's going to bite me when I have enough laps on my tires. So I might have to be just a little bit more patient getting back to the gas. Scared to take any bit of wedge out of it, and then it's going to be too loose in the rear tires when I'm trying to turn to keep it off the wall. That was better. I was way more patient getting back to the gas that time. Kept a fairly low exit. I'd like to think we're going to have a decent car for this race. Practice pit stop this time, by. Pushing. Oh, man. I didn't lift there. It was practice, so I was committed. We were definitely wide. Now the right front's starting to give after just 6 laps. All right, 4 tires and gas. All right, if you're just tuning in, we sucked at Martinsville. Don't push too hard. For what? I thought I did pretty good there, honestly. Coming into the pits, I pushed it hard, but I didn't speed. That's all that matters. It's practice, so even if I did speed, at least by doing a practice pit stop, whether I speed or don't speed, I kind of get a gauge of how late I can brake getting in. Clean stop. Just gotta make sure we do that in the race too. It's a possibility I take some downforce out of it as well. Why is the car yellow and black? Is it not orange? It's supposed to be orange. So if it's not, I apologize. I am colorblind. We're in the 199. We don't have the payday sponsorship anymore. They left us with our poor performance. Actually, it was kind of weird. They left us after we got an 8th at Bristol and a 12th at Texas last night. But needless to say, they're lost because we won at Talladega in the stream already. And oh man, my speed is not where these guys are. 38.461. Yeah, we could take some more downforce out of it. My top end speed was 97. I'll take a lot more downforce out of it and see where we're at for qualifying then. Try to get that top end speed up a little bit because we're at a 69. I'll get down to a 62. All right. Not going to have as much grip. You got to be prepared for it. Honestly, felt like I could have pushed a little harder. Not going to lie. I'll really find out when we get to turn 1 what the top end speed's going to be. First on lap 1, we weren't even up to speed yet. Yeah, top end speed hit 199 there. hard still for me to try to find that point of when I can get back to the gas in full in the middle of 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I think I've got down. 1 and 2, I roll in fine. First half of the corner, 38.409. I did pick up 27th. I'll take it. Yeah, we did pick up. I like it where it's at, honestly. No clue how it's going to be in the long run exactly, but we'll see. Help you make it orange? All right. I'll do that as soon as I finish this race. Remind me if I forget. Yeah, it's supposed to be orange. I thought it was. It was. I thought it was orange when I ran Daytona, like on season 1. I think somebody in the chat told me it was orange at the time. I don't know if it changed, though, when I got out of the payday sponsorship. They could have. I like the way the NASCAR Thunder 2004 logo looks. I didn't qualify top 20, unfortunately. Hopefully we finish top 20 and get the primary sponsor bonus. Jeff Gordon on the pole. Rusty Wallace having a great season. 2005 would have been the last year of his actual career, so I'm kind of curious if he retires at the end of this season. He's third in points, though, through 9 races. And his teammate Ryan Newman's leading the championship, too. It's a great season for Penske thus far. All right, well, see what we've got. Should have some semblance of long run speed. Yeah, don't take me 3 wide off the start, please. Get acclimated with everything here. We'll get up to speed, and then we'll figure things out. I did lose 3 positions already just in the process of me getting up to speed. Yeah, I'm going to have to brake a little more because of the draft. There's some sparks up there. Somebody got into somebody. I might have been braking too much. All right. Well, hey, right back to 27th where I qualified. Gave him up in 1 and 2, got him back in 3 and 4. This guy staying 2 and 3 wide up here is probably going to slow him down, I'd have to imagine. Hey, I looked Greg Biffle up inside the top 30. I don't know if he's going to stay there or not. I had 196 at the start-finish line. Oh boy, yeah, I carried a lot of speed getting into 1 that time. What did I hit, like 206, something like that? That was the fastest I've hit maybe ever on the career mode, and I was unprepared on where to brake. Still made the pass. That was a great slide job maneuver. Surprised it held down to the bottom of the track like it did. Oh boy. Good thing this track's wide. Stay with Kurt. Stay with Kurt. Stay with Kurt. Yeah, I was really flat for a long time. Really hope I can clear the O2 before I get into 3. Oh, I couldn't. Should just try to pass him instead of trying to stay behind him. Yeah, I should have tried to just pass him a little sooner. It's all right. Nobody in front of me. I feel like I brake a little too much going into the corner. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Actually, kind of good Terry Labonte in front of me. I could just draft down the straightaways, keep my straightaway speed up, and let him reel everybody else in because I don't think I was going to be able to do it by myself. Now the right front starting to wear. I actually took care of my tires a little bit better in the race. I really only had one moment where I had a decent, big slide. Definitely get back into the gas a little sooner into 3 and 4. 1 and 2, not so much. 3 and 4, I'd get back in the gas a little sooner. So run on Texas Terry. We're taking them 3 wide into 1 and 2. Yikes. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I got past the 2 cars that was faster then. Cars getting just a little bit too loose. Oh. I did crowd ward Burton quite a bit there. I didn't want to enter too high because I was worried the car was going to go straight. Oh no, oh no. No grip there. Wow, I had to back out of the gas a ton. Car's freeing up a lot on the long run. It frees up on the entry more. Middle off, it's getting slightly tighter. Wasn't as bad that time. Couple drivers coming into the pits. Gonna pit this time. Try to short pit and hope I can cycle out in front of a few guys and maybe hold enough in the draft with somebody decently fast, spaces the field out a little bit more through green flag stops that I could maybe get a top 20. I think it was 23rd. before the pit stop sequence started. Got to get a lot on the pit road here too. Oh, we're carrying a ton of speed in. That was perfect, honestly. That was about as perfect as it gets. 4 tires and gas upcoming. I couldn't have been our pit road any better. I mean, maybe just a little bit, but I would have been pushing the issue a little more. We were the only one to come down that time. I had that group of like 5 cars that pitted early. Went another lap. Oh, I don't know if that's too bad of a hiccup. We'll see. We'll see in the pit time. No, not bad at all. 17 flat nearly. I thought that, yeah, it wasn't. It could have been a little bit quicker, sure, but it wasn't that slow either. Watch out. Trying to get up in front of these guys as quick as possible. I don't know. I'm going to be battling any of them for position, but in case I was going to. Now I hope those guys stay out of the pits for a really long time, so that way I can gain as much time as possible on everybody that is already pitted. I was starting to struggle a bit those last 2 to 3 laps that last run, so it's probably going to be about 4 or 5 laps at the end of the race I'm going to struggle for quite a bit. Feel a little looser for some reason. I wasn't this loose earlier. At least I didn't think I was this loose earlier. Murray, I can't tell who's all pitted and who hasn't. I feel like most of the field's pitted already. There's still some cars on pit road. Maybe not. I don't know. No, we got cars coming in still. Checked up a little bit behind Steve Park. It's kind of good Park past me. Maybe I'll draft with him. Just focus on trying to stay with Steve Park, not try to pass him. He's got some sort of semblance of speed. To go this time by. I mean, maybe that mistake on pit road was more costly than I thought it was. Damn it. Oh, no. That was a pretty hard hit. That was a very hard hit. Caution. It's going to be for debris. I hope it's not me. If it's not me, I can pick. Because technically I didn't cause the caution, but I think I don't even know who that was that I hit. Look how much speed it's knocked out of my car, though. Oh, there goes my hood. Now it fell off. I'm going to have to pit. I mean, look at how much damage I've got from that hit. I lost my hood. I'm just getting freight trained. I'm just going to get freight trained more on the restart. Dang it. It was Robbie Gordon. And it was his debris caution, so we can pit for tires, but I I don't even know if I'm going to have enough speed to get back up there anyway, even with slightly fresher tires. Oh, wow. That was bad. I mean, I was clearly on the apron. Half a car down there. Just had a big run. No car down there would have been fine, but I saw him and I just didn't think for whatever reason I was going to hit him, and I did. Everybody already cycled through pit stops, so we're not a lap down. That's good. Almost 2 full seconds of damage. Yeah, now Robbie Gordon's upset. Honestly, if I didn't make contact with Robbie Gordon, I think we could have finished top 25. I don't know how much engine power that's going to knock out for us, because we're going to have to use the same engine in the next race. I think I'll go to Richmond next, which is my worst track anyway. I don't know. It was weird. It was almost like I could see it coming before it happened. I don't even know how that happened. My car was gripping fine. I didn't get loose. It just drove right into him. I don't know that I'm going to have enough speed to get back up here, even with fresher tires. I only have 5 laps. I think I've knocked a lot of speed out of the race car. And that probably just killed my engine for Richmond. I mean, if I get back in the top 30, I guess it's not going to be that bad, all in all. If I can't get back inside the top 30, though, then that's going to be a tough finish. So I definitely would have had top 30 locked up if I never made contact with Robbie Gordon. Car feels more unsteady. Oh, definitely faster than Christian Fittipaldi. We got 1 spot back. Nobody's blown an engine this entire race. Big run, big run. Big run on the Biff. Wasn't he like top 30 early in the race? What happened to Biffle? Three wide, 4 wide, 4 wide. Got David Green's in the 45, yeah, not Kyle Petty. At least he's not too upset for Martinsville. Oh, don't block me. I don't know if I'm going to catch that other group of cars up there. I'm trying. I think it's going to be too little, too late. Gal Hermie. You want to give me room? Give me room. Come on, get up there. So worried about trying to block the O2 car behind me. Dang it. Definitely not going to get by all of them. How the heck did Hermie Sadler get back underneath me? I don't know how many of these guys are going to get in this last corner. I'm going to try to get as many of them as I can. One, maybe 2 of them. 2 of them. Another lap, I probably could have gotten up to 25th, 30th. I definitely would have finished better than that if I didn't hit Robbie Gordon. Definitely top 25. I mean, I cycled out right about where I was. I think it was 24th when I made contact with Robbie Gordon. We obviously would have gotten by him and maybe another car or two. Would have cycled pretty much about where we were running the whole race before that. That's unfortunate. I did not get a top 20 finish. It would have been close to get a top 20 anyway. Dale Jr. gets the win. Wow, that was embarrassing. All right, well, that is not a good finish. And the track I had pretty decent hopes for. I suck at Richmond, so I have no clue how this race is going to go. I can all but guarantee Richmond won't go over very well for me. Richmond, and then we've got the All-Star race. Engine power only went from a 69 to a 67, so could have been worse. We've got one more race, obviously, then we'll have the overhaul ready. And we'll have to overhaul that other engine in the shop. We don't have anything going here yet. Downforce at a 66. 61 right now. Is it worth trying to overhaul yet? Sure. Maybe not. I don't know. Ideally, I'd like to go 4 races. Let's just go 6. Is that too long? It might be too long. We can get a build for 3 races. I think I'll just do that instead. And then we'll overhaul later. We're going to need a chassis overhauled at some point here. We better have a good run at Charlotte. Colors. See, I would have thought yellow was this. Well, now it kind of looks like green now that I think about it. Or is this yellow? See, that looks like orange to me. That looks more... All these look like green. That doesn't look like green. Is this orange? I don't know. I'm lost. Somebody needs to direct me. Which one of these is orange? I lost my primary sponsor. Is it because I only have one top 20 and then they just quit on me? Yeah, I don't know which way to go with this, to be completely honest. It looks orange to me. I don't know why it says red, green, blue on here either. Is it because the red's all the way up? Well, no, you said it was what? You said it was yellow before? I don't know. I need help in the chat. Somebody help me. Decrease green or increase red. Well, we're going to have to decrease green then. How far do I go? See, that looks like red. The more I decrease it. I was never good in art class growing up. Red's already up. Is that orange? Got the Halloween colors. Got black and orange on it. Is that good? Let me know if that's good. If I need to keep going, let me know. You guys are my eyes on this. Even though I can visually see it, just not the shade of color. I see there's a car rotating on my screen. That I see. I'm going to assume that that's okay. I don't know where it was at before exactly, but... But everything is orange. Is that not orange? I don't know. That doesn't... We're going to go with it, I guess. This is why I never care about paint schemes as much. A lot of NASCAR fans love it. I mean, there's certain schemes I do like. I like the blue and yellow schemes a lot. Maybe that's because I can see it better. I don't know. I've been wondering why it was yellow and black for a month now. That's bad. So I even said it was going for the orange. At the beginning of season 1. It's been like this for 2.5 seasons, and nobody said anything till now. There's got to be somebody that's been watching this. Like, they'll figure it out someday. All right, I'm not sure why I keep having sponsors leave. It's probably because I'm not meeting my expectations. I still don't like the average qualify at 30th. When picking up places, I don't like that. Finish top 15, average 15th place, more of a chance of finishing top 15, I guess. We'll go with this. I doubt I'm going to... Outback Steakhouse. I've never eaten there, actually. I've never eaten at an Outback before. Is it good? I always remember them being on Dave Blaney's car for a while there when he drove the 36 for Tommy Boltman Racing. And he would get some top 10 runs on super speedways, lead some laps. And, like, if he finishes top 10, free blooming onions. So, which I think he did have a top 10 or 2 in there. He had some good runs. All right. So 67 car rating for Richmond. Don't know how that's going to do for me necessarily. The good news is I finished Richmond last time I raced here. The bad news is it wasn't good. This is my worst racetrack on the career mode. Thought it was inspired by some IRL scheme. I guess we can go with that. Sure, why not? I'm going to take a lot of downforce out of this thing for right now. I'm just going to try to cheat qualifying. And then maybe run some practice laps if the car doesn't feel good through qualifying. I hate this track on this game in particular. 33rd. I didn't turn off the wall very well. I don't know if that's going to help me or not. Killed it. That didn't work at all. I mean, I tried. That's the second race in a row I tried to cheat qualifying. Well, not second race in a row. The second race tonight. I did exactly what I did at Martinsville. I think I have too much engine power to do that now. Before, I didn't have enough, so maybe I wasn't hitting the wall as hard. I tried to cheat it. The fire is larger than the car. Oh, jeez. That didn't help me at all. I still have no semblance of exactly what my speed is. It's 33rd on lap 1. I would like to think I'm probably in the 20s on speed. This thing's just too loose. I need to have downforce in it because it's too loose. I'm doing this on the first lap. Then when it stops loosening up, like on some tracks I can get it to bite, I can't get it to bite here. Back the corner up a little bit better that time. I just feel like I'm taking the corner too slow when I back the corner up as slow as I'm going. I feel like they're just going to run me over. 21.124. Man, I'm back in the gas too soon there. Because I feel like I'm not going very fast. So I try to make up for it by smashing the gas as soon as I can, and I'm smashing it too soon. I try to arc the corner off a little more. I just can't get it to turn all the way to the bottom. I have to enter low and kind of try to keep it there. Chad Chastain, driver of the 199. It's going to be an ugly race. And right front's already in the yellow. 6 laps. 6 laps in a warm-up. About 7 laps. That's all it took me. I'm not going to make it a full run. Got to get 20 and 20 out of it. I'm convinced I'm never going to win Richmond on this career mode. At some point, I'm going to have to finish halfway decent when we compete for championships. There's 2 races here. I can't just mail it in. And get decent runs at the other short tracks, but not here. That was not a good pit road entry either. Everything that could go wrong went wrong on that first run. That was bad. I hate this track. Get me to the All-Star race, please. We had speed to win the Open last year. We got a better car from an engine power standpoint than this year's All-Star race. And we're going to be in the show already because we do have 2 career wins. One end of the year last year at Dega. We won Spring Dega this year. Still have to qualify on the pole. I haven't qualified on the pole yet. I do think one of my poles was at New Hampshire last season, though. That was a legitimate pole, so that could be a track I can get a pole this time around again. Get locked into the Bud shootout. Wow, okay. The race pace was a little bit quicker than what I thought it was going to be there. Well, I mean, on the leaderboard with how many names are in front of me, yeah, that's one thing. But 2/10 behind McMurray, Waltrip 1/10 ahead of me. I mean, Murray's not even 2 full tenths. Mark Martin, even if he's like a guy that can compete for a win, 4/10 quicker than me. I mean, I'll live with that, I guess. Full time was Newman of a 20.966, which was like 2/10 slower than what Martin was in practice. I mean, we'll roll with it. I'll add more downforce. Because I need the tires to be able to make it at least half a run. So we did out of both Richmond races in season 1, and then one of the 2 Richmond races last season. We finished the second one, but we ran at the back the whole time. And I could have qualified better if I didn't try to chastain my qualifying lap. I should have only done it in 3 and 4, and maybe I could have gotten away with it. I think doing it on both ends of the track is why I killed the car. That might be why I killed it at Martinsville, too. I just got to do it for the one corner, not both of them. And then, obviously, when we start to get speed, to be competent for the pole, then we can just go out there and qualify on the pole. Or not even pole, I mean, just like good qualifying positions. I probably could have been top 20 in both. At least at Martinsville, maybe not here. I just suck here. I need to drive a downforce, but it makes me a lot slower. I mean, we do have more engine power than any other Richmond race that comes here. I usually bring my worst stuff here because I know I suck here. I brought my best stuff here. We got a 67 overall car. Got a Penske lockout in the front row. Ryan Newman's really trying to go for this championship. Kind of root for him. Kind of rooting for Rusty if it's his last season, too. I wonder if he actually retires, though, if he goes out and wins the championship. I wonder if the game will let him do that. Be a poetic ending. Yeah, Richmond's just a get-through race for me. Hopefully we get through it. Try to get a good finish. More than likely not get the top 15 to get the sponsorship bonus. Definitely didn't qualify top 20. I think I started in the bottom lane. Oh, man, they checked up a lot in the middle of the corner. I did what I could to not run over Jack Sprague there. Probably pushing a little too hard. It's stuck, though. It didn't stick there. I'm probably overall faster than the cars I passed anyway, considering how far back in the field I qualified. Wrecking out on my second lap. Driven up to 26. 3 laps. Just when the tires fall off. Probably could have gotten away with putting even more downforce into it, to be completely honest. Just don't like practice for an extremely long time. How many races I try to run in each career mode live stream. The race isn't very long either. Well, hopefully I run away from him. I don't have to hit him again, and he stays behind me. I mean, if the tires can stay on the race car somehow, the tires could somehow stay on the race car. Oh, I didn't touch him. That is a clean pass. Well, I didn't pass. I didn't clear him yet. Never mind. I was faster than they do in practice. I've got more grip this time. Okay, it was not a clean pass. I made contact with him that time. Yeah, there goes the right front. Somebody blowing an engine on the back straight away. I think it was a 26. Fishtailing is slowly getting worse and worse. The downforce is the only thing keeping control of it, because I was fishtailing even worse in practice and just sliding straight up the track. I mean, at least now it's kind of staying somewhat towards the bottom. Actually picking up time on Waltrip and Ward Burton here, too. Using up Michael Waltrip. A lot of contact there. Oh, more contact with him. We might have forced him wide with the contact getting into the corner, but you know what? We're up to 19th. I didn't think I had a top 20 in me, and we might actually have a top 20 in me. If only I would have qualified better. Maybe could have actually finished top 15 somehow. Blew the corners. So much for passing them both. Where'd these guys come from? Should have lifted, but I was scared I was going to lose a spot if I did. Nobody passed me, but I definitely allowed for those cars just ahead of me to pull away. Still slides in loose, but it's getting so tight middle exit, especially off turn 2. It's not that bad through 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 is really bad. I mean, I'm pitting right at lap 20. I don't know if that's going to be short pitting or not, but one can only hope. On the brakes a few extra times there, middle to exit. Now the left front's in the way. So it just slides forever. She did get tight on the exit of the corner. I think the left front going in the red's actually kind of keeping the car down on the track a little more, because now it's more biting loose than tight, which I can deal with it. At least now with the setup change. I mean, some part of me wants to stay out in case we get a caution. I just don't think we're going to get a caution. And I'm going to lose a lot of positions. Oh, I drove way too low. tried to undercut him, and I drove clear down onto the apron. That was not going to stick, clearly. Wow, that knocked me a long way sideways. Sorry, Jeff. I can't tell if he wanted to pit there or not because he was crowding me quite a bit getting into the corner. Sorry. I know. I know I'm making him more angry. I'm not trying. Jeff Green pitting. Gonna lose a lot of spots staying out as long as I have. I got to pit. I should have pitted 2 laps ago. Oh boy, we had a lot of contact up there. No caution though. Oh. Okay, we're good. Why did he brake check me getting into the pits? Yeah, I definitely lost some time staying out as long as I did. There's no doubt about it. That was a dumb idea. I second guessed myself and was kind of hoping for a caution, and we didn't get it. Now I'm going to have no shot at a top 20. I'm going to be lucky to finish top 30. That probably cost me a lot of time, those 2 extra laps, because those 2 laps are very slow. Just qualified 25th here. Better than what I did. Thanks for tuning in, Seth. No, let's see here. 16 likes. Awesome. Hit that like button. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be right around 30th. 42nd. I didn't think I lost that much time. There's no way. I was one of the last cars to pit, so everybody has to pit already. Wow. I can't believe how much ground we lost doing that. Now I'm really, really regretting it. I mean, we could have finished top 25. That was a bad pit strategy call. I mean, we got 15 laps left, but I doubt I'm going to try to pass that many cars. I'll be fine for about a dozen laps. Those last few, I'm going to be wrecking tight or loose again. As bad as the car still may look, from a loose standpoint coming out of the pits, it still feels 10 times better than what it was. No question. Wow, there's still cars that hadn't pit. All right, well, maybe we'll cycle ahead of a few of them. Is that Michael Waltrip? I couldn't tell who went that far. So then Ryan Newman, Ricky Rudd behind me, Tony Stewart, those guys are the leaders then. Ryan Jensen, thanks for tuning in. Slightly fresher tires than the leaders behind us. I think that's the only reason they haven't been able to pass me. They've been right there for the longest time. Well, now they'll popped off the wall and clipped Tony getting into 3. I didn't wreck him though. I really would have thought I would have ran some of these guys down and passed them by now. Oh, Kenny Wall straightened me out there. I was going straight for a minute. Ugh. Sorry, Mark Martin's on the lead lap. It's way too tight. My goodness. I hate this track. I knew better than to stay out as long as I did. I told myself middle of that last run that it was going to cost me a lot of time. I didn't think we were going to lose this much time. I thought I was going to cycle back to 30th, and then with the speed I did have, I thought maybe there was going to be a chance I could drive back up to like 25th. And no, I cycled out in 41st, 42nd, wherever it was, and only passed about 5 cars. 4 cars. A couple more right there in front of us. Dang it. Made contact with Ricky. Now I'm stuck on the outside and I can't run up here. Too far back to catch this next car. Nope, maybe not. Well, I got one of them. I couldn't get them both. 37th. He did get beat by a lot of cars. Oh, man. I knew that wasn't going to be a good run, but it was actually looking better than that middle of the race. It was kind of a carbon copy of Martinsville as far as like running, high 20s and then just making a mistake and finishing at the back. And then California, too, for that matter. It's 3 races on this string. 3 races in a row I've done that, where I had decent runs just outside the top 20, and then we end up finishing way worse than that. And I only have myself to blame. All right, we got 2 more points races on the string. We've also got the All-Star race coming up. We were pretty good at Charlotte last season, early in the year. 600, I think I had a top 20 or a top 15. We should have a better car this time around. NASCAR Vintage 17, thanks for tuning in. We are locked into the All-Star race this time. It's in the Open last year. 65 on engine power, and we've got a 63 at our disposal, which will be ready to go at any time. We've got 142,000 in the bank. Really got to get one of these chassis overhauled. Although this isn't going to count as a race, so I guess I could wait 1 race to see if I somehow win, and then go from there. So I guess we'll wait until after the All-Star race. Chassis biting me. 9-race build probably wasn't the way to go. I don't have a NASCAR mini helmet. I've got a normal size Ryan Blaney one. Well, replica size, not like that. It might be slightly smaller. Keep losing sponsors. All right, we'll finish top 15. Hopefully that counts for the All-Star race, considering that we're only going to have about that many cars in the race. I think there's eliminations, if I remember correctly. You ain't first or last. Well, I mean, might as well finish there the last few races we ran. And we did finish first at Talladega, the race we didn't have a bad run. Yeah, that tire grip, not the greatest. Take that little extra down for us. It was a 66 overall, no matter which way I went. No matter what body I was using. Oh boy. On a happy hour session. Real fast. There's no qualifying for the All-Star race. We qualified for the Open. The All-Star race itself, no qualifying. .196 going off into turn 1. Overdriving the entry a little bit. That's why I'm practicing. I'll try to figure it out here eventually. It's definitely win or bust. Yellow logo and an orange. Yeah, it looked ugly. I can't change the paint scheme race to race to race. It's going to make these streams way too long. We've already been over the fact that I'm colorblind, unfortunately, so I don't think that it would fix much. Yeah, that tire grip at a 58, I think, is the reason for this car being just a little bit too tight. Wow, that was a long slide. Yeah, I need to get a 2-race overhaul on a chassis pronto. causing my tires to wear out way too quick into the run. Although it could be accelerated with this being the All-Star race and being a shorter race. We got to loosen it up a lot. I might be overdriving it just a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely way too tight, too. Oh, I definitely would base the schemes and colors off the sponsor, too. Our sponsor just has been changing way too much, unfortunately, for me to keep up with it. Oh, we got a half round to wedge into the car. No wonder it's so tight. Wonder why that was the case. Must have been too loose for what I had last season or something. Freaking Flintstone getting back up onto his feet. I guess it's not too hidden. When you close in on it, it doesn't look as bad. From far away, it definitely looks a little blurry. Not gonna lie. Full speed, those people in the grandstands are gonna be wondering what is that logo on his car. Speed is not where I'd like it to be. Yeah, we were not quick there. I think it's just the tire grip. I was too tight. That down to a 64. Hope we get a good starting spot. I didn't really get a good glance at where we were. Win or bust. We are starting, it looks like towards the back, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, of course it has us back there. 19th. We're last of all the original starters of this race. We literally couldn't have been any worse. The only people that start behind us are the two open drivers. That's some horse crap. Hell. Got Newman starting towards the back too, points leader. Kurt Busch on the pole, Robbie Gordon starting second. I think Robbie Gordon won at Sonoma last season, if I remember correctly. Tony Stewart starting fourth. All right, segment one, 4 tires. Must finish in the top 20, which only one car is going to get eliminated after the first segment then. One car will be eliminated after the first segment. Must finish top 14 the second segment. I can't remember if you could pit during the segments. Honestly, don't remember if you can or can't. Well, you got to beat one. You got to finish top 14 after that. Hopefully, making that adjustment change, the car is going to be loose, but not too loose. Hopefully, it's the right balance of loose. I'm going to guess it's going to be better to pit late. I only have to beat one driver this first segment. Give me the freshest tires possible the rest of the race after this. That's the way I look at it. Oh, I overcorrected it. Don't wreck. Wow, I don't know how I saved that. All right, well, we're making some passes. Careful. This is Robbie Gordon. He started second, and he's already back to 17. Make that 18. Dang it, Keegan, what are you doing? This car's pitting already. Just gotta watch when the 57 pits. Will rub and run on Jeff Gordon. A lot of cars pitted that time. All right, 57's still staying out on the track. The longer he stays out, the better for us. Not worried about where I finish this first segment as long as I'm top 20. Preferably pretty close around 14th, so that way I have a better shot of making it to the final segment still. But staying out as long as I can here, it's going to give me a little bit fresher tires those last couple of segments, so I think that that's going to be the way to go. Hope that we have a fast enough four-tire stop. Everybody pitting there. Well, we're going to lead a lap. Got to be a four-tire stop. Quick stop, boys. Quick stop. Gonna get all the time I can coming into the pits, too. Don't speed. Probably could have pushed it a little bit harder coming into the pits, not going to lie. All right, 4 tires of gas. Just don't come out last. No mistakes, please. Go, 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 go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No! Get your ass off the ground. Go! Come on, jack the car. Don't fix your helmet. You can jack with your eyes. Go. Oh, here they come. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. Can't be last. Just can't be last. Don't get ran into. 18th. 20th. Oh, okay, somebody blew an engine. Thank God. Because I'm not up to speed yet. Oh, thank God Kevin Harvick blew an engine. Okay, it's less pressure. Less pressure to beat the 19. Or to beat the 57 419. Jesus. That did not need to be that close. Damn pit crew, I'll tell you. Oh, man. Kurt Busch out in front. Yeah, I can't pit. Harvick eliminated. He blew an engine coming to the finish. Thank goodness. I mean, I would have had the 57 beat anyway, but it did not need to be that close. 7 laps, segment 2. Got at least a lap fresher tires on everybody. Not take off well on the start. So much for starting on the bottom. We can definitely push. Got to get up to 14th. I forget, who is it? Chase Montgomery in the 57 now? My car feels very loose. Terry Labonte's in 15th place. Oh, he's mad. Get away from him. Gotta pick up one more spot. Three laps to do it. Fortunately, I don't know if I have the speed to do it. I think I'm too far back. Overdrove it pretty badly there. I just gotta hope somebody blows an engine like Harvick did. Who wants to blow a motor? No one. eliminated. By 0.6 of a second, Rusty Wallace got the last transfer spot. Yep, we're done. I just sit here. I can't do anything. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Well, no sponsorship goal for finishing top 15, unfortunately. Jeff Burton wins the All-Star race. Congrats to him. You know, if the picker didn't mess up, I might have had a better starting position for that segment, and maybe it wouldn't have been too far back by the time I got to 15th. I was just too far behind to catch anybody else. Why not? I'll blame it on the pit crew. Because I can. All right. We'll roll into the Coke 600 then. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, I have to go to the chassis. See where that's going to be at first. Six more races on the build. Can't do much there. I mean, a 2-race repair, I think, is going to have to be the way to go. I'd like to overhaul it, preferably, but like a repair to this one costs just a little bit more to repair. Well, probably sell the crappy engine. Sell the engine for $84,000. Then we can get a 2-race repair. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So then we'll just have to make sure the next 2 races we end up using that chassis. 2 different engines we obviously have for now. And then we'll have a new body in a couple races. All right, on to the 600. It stinks that we haven't been able to rack up enough money for the shop edition. I mean, not having a great finish in the Daytona 500 and finishing 18th there really costed us, because that would have been a perfect time to do that. Then we could have had track-specific chassis. It all really just goes back to how we ran at Dover, is why we didn't unload great for Daytona. Any of the races, the last 6 or 7 races of last season. And it comes right back to bite us again for this year. All right, well, this should be a decent payout race with it being a crown jewel. Coke 600. We will see what we got. We already know what setup we're going to have in it. We get to qualify for this race. Stuck very well getting into turn 1. $29.706. 33rd. That was not good. It didn't change my setup, did it? No, it didn't. Yeah. All right, whatever. Guess we're starting 33rd. For the Coca-Cola 600. Old Junior on the pole. Got this in Dover coming up on the stream. And then we'll kick things off at Pocono for the following race. So we'll get back to Daytona for the next stream. Maybe have a shot to win there. Sonoma, we finished 3rd at last season. So definitely got some good tracks coming up for us. And honestly, we had a good run at Dover. It's just our chassis is going to be what this 600 is, so we definitely can't afford to wreck it. Definitely have to have a good run. I wasn't too slow right off the start, so that's good. And we passed 2 cars on the first lap of the race. Good stuff, good stuff. Avery getting into the corner. Oh, I overcorrected it. And then Jamie McMurray. There we go. Goodbye, Biffle into 3. Car's definitely floaty on the back straightaway. Both straightaways for that matter. Sorry, Chad. Oh, man. Faster than Robbie Gordon in the All-Star race. You get by him right now. I mean, it was 15th in the All-Star race. I know there's more cars in the actual race itself, but we were racing the best of the best. So I don't see why we can't get back up to there at least. It's definitely floaty on the straightaways, but making moves in the corners. I feel like I'm taking care of my tires better than what I was in the All-Star race, too. Still got that floaty feel in the straightaways. I just got to make sure I don't overcorrect it. Don't make contact with anything. We're doing good right now. There we go. No contact with Kenny Wallace there. All clear off turn 2. Couldn't get the turn in the car that time. Oh no, Kenny. Definitely came up a little bit. That loosened me up a ton. Right front's cooking. Picker cannot make a mistake like they did in the All-Star race. Slowly catching back up to these guys. A little run off turn 4. Damn it. I think I got aero loose that time to 22 right on my back bumper like that. I've had a couple key loose moments too, which haven't helped the tires during the course of this run either. Big run on Craven. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little scared to pass him. I knew he was gonna do that. Oh, I knew he was gonna do that. That's what I get for pushing it too hard into him in the first place. Oh, I forgot Terry Labonte's a rival too. Been behind me this whole time. I kind of forgot about him being upset with me in the All-Star race, I think. I think he's at a minus 40, though. I don't think he's at a minus 60. Carter's pitting this time. Definitely don't see us getting the top 15. Got to go one more. Four tires and fuel. All right, well, we made it into the pits. Four tires and gas. $17 seconds. Right in front of Jamie McMurray with 31st. There's quite a few cars that did pit before us, especially those that were behind us in the running order. Keegan. So worried about trying to stay in front of the 42 car because I wasn't up to speed yet. Pulling McMurray behind me. Kenny Walsh has slightly fresher tires. I mean, with 17 to go, I think we can catch more cars before the end of the race, but the problem is they're so far out ahead of us that and guys like Kenny Walsh who have fresher tires than us, I feel like they have more of a chance of passing us before we even catch anybody else in this race. Try to get a top 25 finish. I haven't noticed anybody blowing an engine yet. Maybe we get one or two cars in front of us to blow a motor for the end. Longest race of the season. Guess it's likely. I'm hoping after several amount of laps, pull the 23 car, not have to worry about him anymore. Looks like we're kind of slowly starting to do that. Joe Nemechek, though, who is one of the last cars out of pit road, is now starting to close in on Kenny Wallace. And in return, he'll end up catching me. Jeff Green's pulled away from me on his pressure tires. He's reeling in some car up there in front of him. Joe Nemechek's definitely quicker. A little arrow loose with him right there. Dang it! Pulling Kenny Wallace, too. Now he's gotten back around us. I think I can reel him back in. Yeah, the chassis, having the tire grip level, as bad as it is, I think is costing us a little bit because the speed in the engine department is definitely there. We'll be back to where we could be from a chassis standpoint after Dover, which is the next race going into Pocono. Then for the, well, not tomorrow, I guess. Technically, on Monday will be our next NASCAR Thunder 2004 stream. All right, so I lost 2 spots. I'd like to think I should be able to get back by Kenny Wallace. And whoever he's running down the 19 of Jeremy Mayfield would be the other car that we could catch also for a spot. Still hope we get that 1-2. Those 1-2 engine failures that we haven't gotten yet. At least one. Hopefully it's somebody that's in front of us in the running order too. Oh, just cleared Jeremy. He was going to cross me over. He did not. Oh, what happened to Kenny Wallace? What the heck was that? Just got loose in the middle of the tri-oval. Are you kidding me? How does he even get loose right there? And my car's a little floaty in the tri-oval, or the quad oval, I guess, too. My tires are shot now. This is why we celebrate the wins that we've had at Talladega as much as I have, because, well, debris off of my car. It's probably going to end the race. I would imagine that's going to end it. Don't lose any more spots, Keegan. Wow, I don't know how I never touched him. Great save. 30th. Kenny Wallace cost me a few positions. Maybe we could finish 26th. We might have a one-lap restart. I think there was 4 to go when we got to the line. I think we might have a one-lap shootout on the restart. I'll stay out of the pits in case the race does end under caution. It doesn't look like it's going to. Oh, Ryan Newman still with the healthy points lead. Yeah, one lap. Dang it, I really wish I'd ended it. I don't have a restart. Speed. God dang it. Would have been fine finishing 30th. Somebody's blowing up there, too. I can't. The tires are shot. I think it was Ward Burton. '36. Should have finished like 10 positions higher. Damn it, Kenny Wallace. He didn't even do it intentionally. I don't even know how he got loose in the middle of the trial right in front of me. Jesus. Still got the sponsorship bonuses for now. Garage, 56, tire grip. One more race, that'll go up. Too bad it's not going to be up for Dover, because typically a pretty good track for me from a speed standpoint. And what do we have? I gotta stop going with 6-race builds. I need to go 3-race build. It's cheaper. Get the pieces of equipment. Go from there. Just with where we're at right now in the career mode, it just takes too long. We'll have a new body for Pocono too. Yeah, because we gotta wait 5 races to get the new build. We'll have the repair, and then we can go with a quick repair after Pocono. All right, well. '64 car rating for Dover. We'll try to finish strong. It's hard to believe we finished 8th, 12th, and 1st in a 3-race stretch this season. How in the heck did that happen? downforce out of it. I don't know if that was a good move or not. I don't think it was a good move. I felt a little too free. Getting into turns 1 and 2. Got to be a little better than that. On lap 2. Show me the speed. Show me the speed. Not bad there. What do we got? 22.370. 19th. That's not. Hey, top 20. That's a sponsorship bonus. Okay. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong. Final race of the stream. Nice if I clear Michael Waltrip. Well, cleared him into turn 1 at the very least. I don't know how I'm going to get by Ricky Craven without him trying to wreck me. Barely cleared the 31 before I slid up the racetrack. Oh, I got into Kenny Wallace, and my car shoved. Tried to get in line behind the 19. That didn't work. Let's get in line behind Bobby. Just don't want to be stuck on the outside any longer than I have to. Dang it, that contact hurt me. Oh my gosh, I can't. Come on, stay focused. I'm getting so mad. Sucks being quicker than cars, not being able to stay in front of them. You have one car that gets underneath you and you're stuck on the outside. You just can't run the outside here. My tire grip sucks. I'm too tight now. Chassis is just not good enough. Used to be so good on the long run. Now I suck on the long run. It's too tight. How did I even get into the wall there? It gets too loose and then it gets too tight. On Keegan. Just let me run a lap, people. I know I'm faster than these guys, but I make one little mistake. And they're right there. Crazy how at the start of the season we didn't have engine power, but we had everything else. Now we have engine power. We're lacking on the chassis side of things where our tire grip is just not where we need it to be. We're fast for 4 or 5 laps, then we go backwards. It sucks to be season 3 and still having semi-consistent runs in the 20s. We were at this point of the season last year, we were better than this. That's why it's so painful. We just keep taking steps backwards. I did that to myself there. Maybe I burnt the rear tires off the car. It'll help turn. Probably not, because the right front's in the red now. Stay off the wall. Jesus, turn. There's a caution. Somebody wrecked. Kenny Wallace. Nobody pitted yet. Oh my goodness, Kenny Wallace. Flipping it over. Shades of Joey Logano, 3 and 4. Not the same way, but I think Kurt was coming into the pits as a 23, blew an engine, toppled him over. It'd be great if everybody decided to just stay out, let me pit. No, that ain't gonna happen. I didn't think it was going to. Oh my gosh. Take another half round of wedge out of it. A little bit more air pressure. More tires and gas. What's going on with the consistency of the car? There is no consistency. That's the problem. Freaking end of last night's stream, started today's stream was so good, and then we just go backwards again. I can't figure it out. We don't have the finances to be able to stay up. We get the good equipment, but I don't have the finances to sustain good equipment. I actually gained some spots on pit road. 2 spots, clean stop. From Kenny Wallace blew an engine, so I was 29th. And hopefully the adjustments are going to help the car. Might be a little too loose now. I was so tight later in the run, though. We were passing cars. We got up to like, what, 16th, 17th at the start of the race, and then it just cliffs. We're not good on the long run anymore. And when you don't get many cautions in these races, I mean, yeah, we did here, which kind of helped us and reset. Gained a couple spots on pit road when I probably wouldn't have done that. Their green flag stops. Gives me a chance to get something of a better finish. Still some slightly faster cars just behind me. We're catching up to cars right now, but when we get to like lap 30 and beyond, are we still going to be passing cars? I would hope so. I mean, we did make a slight adjustment to the car. Just give me time to make the corners. Keep clipping the apron. 2 corners in a row have done that. Nope. Too much pressure from behind. I'll get him back. There you go. Goodbye, Stanton Barrett. 24th. Running so low on the racetrack, trying to keep these guys behind me. Got Matt Kensendale Jr. back here. I mean, there's just so much faster. I mean, Michael Waltrip. These guys just have better equipment. Jeff Gordon. Tell you what, there's quite a few guys that had some terrible pit stops. I mean, I gained 2 spots on pit road, but it was mainly because a lot of other guys lost a lot. Oh, we got some cars pitting. I don't know how many of them, but we have some cars. Oh, we got quite a few. We got quite a few cars pitting. Makes me feel a little bit better. I don't know how many cars behind me still have to pit before the end. Gotta be careful here. Do not wreck, Keegan. We need a top 15 for the sponsorship bonus, too. We're in 15th. I was 14th. Gordon got around me. Be a long 7 laps. Trying to hang on for 15th. Loosening the car up like I did helps it stay on the bottom a little bit longer. Although I didn't stay on the bottom well at all that time. Making the car extra wide. Dang it. That wasn't smart. Pushing too hard. Pushing too hard. Ugh. This thing is wrecking sideways. Tires are done. Just Cliff's too easy. Cliff's way too freaking easy. Qualified 19th. That's the speed you would like to think we could at least obtain. I can't do it. I'm really doing all I can to hang on for as many spots as possible. I'm lucky there were cars that pitted late. What was that for? He drove into me. Oh, shoot. Ricky Craven's coming. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, he's going to be so ticked. No! Keep going. Hang on to it. 25th. Ricky is teed off right now. I got loose and I hooked him when I got loose. He might have been a lap down. I probably wasn't even in position. He was already upset with me. Minus 80. I think it was minus 100, but the race is over now, so it's minus 80. Big payday. I got two sponsors. Qualified top 20, and the associate sponsor was top 25 in earnings. So I got both of those. I just didn't finish top 15. We were in 14th at one point, but the tires clipped and we finished 25th. Honestly, if that caution didn't come out, I probably would have finished outside the top 30. So I guess I'll take it. And we'll have a repaired chassis for Pocono. Got to get another one repaired. We've got a lot of money now. Qualifying top 20 was big. That was a handful. A 2-race overhaul. Repair. Two-race repair for 126. Go 2-race repair. Yeah, we'll go 2-race repair on the engine. Two-race repair on the chassis. We'll go with a 2-race repair. We can't do a 2-race repair. We can, just not on the one we wanted. Okay. Some semblance of something going on here in the future. Still, I mean, we're going to have to wait on the shop edition for an extremely long time anyway. We'll just have to hope and pray Pocono goes well. in tomorrow night's stream. I keep saying tomorrow night. We're not streaming the NASCAR Thunder 04 career mode tomorrow. We've got a truck race at Talladega that we will actually have live commentary for. So with that being said, take a look at the standings. We were 24th after Dega. Right back to 30th again. But I know I can move forward beyond that. We were 29th in points last season. Still have confidence that we can finish higher than that. Maybe we can get the top 20 by the end of season 3. And not having that good run at Daytona has put us behind on cash. So next stream we'll have Pocono, Michigan, Infineon, Daytona, Chicagoland, New Hampshire. So that will be the 6 races in the next stream. That will be Monday night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Have a good rest of your Friday night. I'll see you tomorrow. We got live commentary. Talladega this weekend. Truck Series stream tomorrow. We'll begin at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll also be live tomorrow at... I got to think here for a moment. Tomorrow at 1 for the truck race. And then Sunday at 1:30 for the Cup Series race. Hopefully you tune in for that. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your Friday night. Thanks for tuning in for another Career Mode episode once again.